We did it, Minnie. What a win, Minnie. What a win, Minnie. Mwah. Mariners win 5-4. They improve to 26-22, and they take the first of the 3 games against the New York Yankees. I promise I won't have the giggles like I did in that win over Atlanta, but it's going to be pretty similar. I have a you-know-what eating grin on my face after this one because, well, we'll get into it. We will get into it. Let's go over the scoring plays. First inning, Yankees get 2. Alex Verdugo doubles home. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, heard of both of those players, 2-0 at the end of 1. They get another run in the 5th. All of this off Logan Gilbert, by the way. Verdugo again singles home Juan Soto to make it 3-0. There was an error by Julio. I don't think they would have got him, but there was an error by Julio on the play. 3-0 at the end of the 5. In the 8th, the Mariners finally get on the board with a Dominic Canzone homer to center to make it 3-1. Yankees add some insurance with a single by John Birdie to score Gleyber Torres 4-1. And the 9th inning, the Seattle Mariners score 4. Luke Raley reaches on an infield single to score Julio. Haniger singles to score Cal Raleigh. Canzone hits a sacrifice fly to score Luke Raley. And Ty France singles in Mitch Haniger to make it 5-4. Mariners win. I think my voice is too loud. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to calm down. This was a really enjoyable win. You can argue how deserved of a win it is all you want. I don't care. I don't even kind of care. We are a daily show. And when you look back on this game, this is going to be one you remember. This is going to be one you remember. Do I even want to talk about negatives? Here's your negative. For 8 innings, this team stunk. For really 7 1/3 innings, this team stunk. Okay? It was bad. It was a bad played baseball game by the Seattle Mariners. And then it wasn't. Then it wasn't. What do you even say? And so often when I'm saying that, what do you even say? We're talking about it in the negative context, right? Not tonight. Not tonight, guys. Let's thank Simply Seattle. Let's make sure we give those thanks because I could totally forget, I can't forget that they provide the very best in Seattle Mariners sports gear, but also the Kraken, the Seahawks, the Storm, Sounders. You can find it all at Simply Seattle. Once you find everything you're looking for, use code MOLLYWOP15, MOLLYWHOP15. Takes 15% off your order. It's a great deal from great people. Thank you so much, Simply Seattle. www.simplyseattle.com. The code and a link to the website are in the description of this video. Let's just talk about some individual efforts here. This was not Logan Gilbert at his best, but he did battle. He was able to, first inning, it looked like things were going to be pretty darn rough. But he technically, by baseball definitions, ends up with a quality start of 6 innings of 3-run baseball against a good lineup. A New York Yankee team that has been playing exceptionally well. Even with this loss, they're 33-16. The Mariners are still 6.5 games back of them, which tells you how good they've been. Because 26-22 isn't an abhorrent record, but 33-16, that's good. Anyway, I thought Gilbert settled down nicely and kept them in the game. It was far from dominant. He got all of 1 strikeout. 1 strikeout. The Mariners only had 1 strikeout in this game until the 9th inning. Oh, we'll talk about the 9th inning on both sides. But good job by Gilbert of keeping the Seattle Mariners in the game. One thing I wanted to bring up, and I was going to be a really negative one. I thought the decision to go to Kirby Snead in a 3-0 game. I'm sorry, a 3-0 game is still close. Going to Kirby Snead to pitch to Bullpen, Soto, and Judge. I did not like that decision. It probably speaks to how few guys they have available right now. I get that. But that's not good. They're so lucky. Thank you I don't remember who the Yankees third base coach is, but thank you to either him to Aaron Boone or to Volpe for trying to steal that base. Because without that out, that might have been a huge inning. And credit to Eduardo Bizzardo, who does give up the run in the 8th, but credit to him for getting that massive double play to keep that a 3-1 game. Or 3-0 game, excuse me. That was huge. You're still in the game at 3-0. So for Bizzardo to get that, and yes, he ends up giving up the run. And he threw 11 of 23 pitches for strikes. So he was far from dominant. But that was a huge play to get that double play, to keep the Mariners in this game. But Kirby Snead against those guys, come on. Come on. That can't happen. And that's not even a left-right thing. 3 of the guys he was facing, or 2 of the 3 guys he was facing are right-handed. And Juan Soto, doesn't matter if you're left-handed, right-handed, you throw with your you-know-what, it doesn't matter. He's going to be able to get pletchers like Kirby Snead. I'm glad it worked out. Kind of. I mean, yeah, it worked out in the end. The Mariners win this game. The Mariners won this game. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Individually, Josh Rojas continues to look bad. Cal Raleigh, well, we'll talk about Raleigh in the 9th, but his first 3 at-bats, really bad. Really bad. The rest of these guys we got to talk about in the 9th inning. I don't know how you do this. There are people who are better than me who can probably do this, but all I can... What? All right, let's just talk about the 9th inning. You're down 4-1. Rojas gets out. Julio Rodriguez gets down 2 strikes. And I want to talk about Julio's game real quick because, and it's easier to do this in a win. Whether you guys know it or not, I don't like it when you disagree with me. I am a people pleaser. So sometimes when I credit Julio, knowing that the results weren't good, I get a little scared, for lack of a better term. I'm confident in my ability to break down the game. Obviously, you know, I wouldn't do this if I wasn't. It'd be a really stupid thing to do if I was. I liked Julio's at-bats tonight. He was trying to drive the ball into the right center field gap, and he missed. He missed 3 times. But I liked the approach he had today. I liked that he was trying to drive the baseball into the right center field gap and get that ball into either the gaps or over the fence. I liked that he was doing that. He just missed a couple of times. But I liked the process of what Julio was doing. But you get to the 9th inning, Rojas gets out, Julio's up, there's 2 strikes on him. Julio hits a ball about 6 feet, give or take. And his speed is able to get that runner on base. Then Cal Raleigh, who we just talked about, Big Dumper, was having an awful baseball game. At the plate anyway. Made a nice throw to get Volpe. He was having a terrible offensive game. He comes up with that walk. Luke Raley, another 3 hits for him, by the way. Another 3 hits for him. Hits a ball about 55 feet. And Gleyber Torres made a horrible throw. I think he would have made it anyway, but it allows that run to score. And Julio gets in, and now it's 4-2. And then Mitch Haniger hits a ball that couldn't have had an exit velocity above 65. It finds the triangle. It gets down. You've got runners on the... You've got... I can't believe they won this game. But that's huge. And then Dylan Moore with 2 strikes gets a couple of nasty sliders from Clay Holmes. Nasty. And he lays off them, and he's able to draw that walk. And Dom Canzone comes up, and he had smoked his home run off of Stroman. And that play ended up being massive, obviously. You win by 1, every run-scoring play ends up huge. And he just gets under it. But it's deep enough to score that run. It's deep enough. And there's 2 outs, and you made it 4-4. And I've got to be honest with you, knowing who was batting next, I was like, all right, well, at least they took it to extra innings. But no. Ty France. Ty France delivers for the first time. A French delivers in New York since June 17th, 1885. That's a Statue of Liberty joke. He smokes that single and scores that run. And I was just so freaking pumped. And I'm still pumped. You can hear my voice is going faster. You've heard the volume of my voice. It was so awesome to see. And folks, for those of you who don't know how good Clay Holmes is or was or still is, do you know how many runs Clay Holmes had given up, earned runs coming into this game? 0. He had given up 0 earned runs. And you got a 4 spot off him, and you made him leave this game. You know what else is great? You made him throw 31 pitches. No, we are not snoring. This is exciting stuff. You made him throw 31 pitches. He ain't available tomorrow. Now, they've got some other good relievers, but it's nice to see that he won't be able to pitch, and so awesome to see the Mariner offense have an inning like that. Look, was a lot of this luck? Oh my goodness gracious, yes. Is any of what happened in that inning sustainable? Probably not. None of it is. Because sustainability, if that was sustainable, you're averaging about 20 runs a game. So obviously not. But I don't care. I don't care. Why should anyone care? If your takeaway from this game is they got lucky, okay. But if you're disappointed by that luck, you got to look inward. You've got to look inward. People accuse me of being a negative Nelly so much. But I'm telling you right now, I only care about this team winning. That's all I care about. I want this team to win a World Series for me and mostly my grandma more than anything in the world. And it's why I get frustrated when I see the results against Baltimore. It's why I get frustrated when I see this ownership not spend money. It's why I get frustrated when I see comments about the goal winning 54% of the games. And those things still frustrate me in my heart of hearts. But tonight it doesn't matter because you went into New York, inarguably the best team in the American League right now, arguably the best team in baseball. And you were able to score 4 runs against a closer that had not allowed an earned run this year. His ERA balloons to 1.74, by the way. I mean, when these things happen against the Mariners, they obviously stink. But the thrill of victory is better than the agony of defeat. Tonight's proof. Tonight is absolute proof. To get a win like this, man. And I'm not going to lie to you. I was prepared to be pretty yelly tonight on the other side of it. Because for 7 1/3 innings, this team stunk. But I don't care. I don't care. Tonight is awesome. Celebrate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you have a team that can give you something like this. And by that, I don't mean like just appreciate it. There are lots of sports fans I know who would just love to have their own Major League Baseball team to root for. You do. And they're going to frustrate the ever-loving crap out of you. But then there's moments like this. It's very similar to that perfect golf shot. Most of us stink at the sport. It's a really hard sport. We don't play it enough. We don't have the equipment. We don't have the golf balls in order to hit those balls on the green that spin within 5 feet of the cup. We don't have the ability to guys who had swing speeds of 195 miles an hour or higher yesterday watching the PGA Championship. Most of the time when we hit a golf ball, it stinks. But you hit that one perfect one. You hit that one perfect shot, and you're hooked for life. Today was that perfect golf shot. So tomorrow it's Brian Wu against Clark Schmidt. Schmidt's a good pitcher. And this will be a major test for Wu, going up against some pretty darn good lefties and righties, obviously, too. Holy crap. Did I really forget to talk about Andres Munoz? Wow. Yeah, he gives up the hit to Soto. That's as well as I've seen him pitch. The strikeout to Aaron Judge, that 101 on the black. Oh my gosh. And what a great way to end that. You know what I mean? Like, it still would have felt good if they won 5-4 and Munoz would have struggled a little bit and you need a double play or something like that. That's cool. It's a win. To see Munoz do that against those type of hitters. Oh, strikes out Volpe. Soto does an unbelievable job on getting that hit into the opposite field. What an absolute star that guy is. Then you face Aaron Judge, who has been red hot. Just missed a homer today. Ball goes off the wall. By the way, Julio played that ball off the wall perfectly. Worth pointing that out. Didn't end up making a difference because Verdugo doubles him in, but it was a nice play. But you've got him at the plate, and you throw two what should be illegal sliders and what absolutely has to be illegal 101 on the black with movement. Nasty. I can't believe they won this game. I'm so excited. I'm going to end this recording now. And I'm going to go to Grandma's house and we're going to talk about it. I am so excited. Oh, please hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. And watch this one again. There are very few games that I say watch again. This is one of them. Let's go, M's.